In today's world, you cannot have both perfect privacy and perfect security at the same time. When we talk about government surveillance, there's one key question that we must ask ourselves. How much of our privacy are we willing to sacrifice for better security? To understand this issue, you have to know the context surrounding it. This takes us back to September 11th, 2001, when terrorists attacked the World Trade Center, killing 3,000 innocent Americans, shocking the American people, and showing the intelligence community the gaping holes that exist in their surveillance. In an attempt to plug those holes, Congress passed the Patriot Act 98-1. The Patriot Act authorized the intelligence community to expand their surveillance methods so that an attack like this would never happen again. Few people kept an eye on what those methods truly entailed. But in June of 2013, this all changed. Former NSA contractor Edward Snowden leaked thousands of classified documents exposing the methods that the government was using to collect massive amounts of data on everyday Americans, including you, random watcher of this video. So what did those methods actually entail? We're here to answer some of your questions.
So I'm confused. Could the government see the text that I sent to my friend in New York last weekend?
Well, you'll be happy to know that the government could not see the actual content of the text messages since you sent the text within the U.S. borders. The only way they can see the actual content is if you're sending the message outside of the country. Still, what they can see is the metadata of the text that you sent to your friend in New York. This includes what time you sent the text and where you sent it from.
Wow, I'm relieved. But let's just say I hypothetically called them a few times that night, too. Could the government have been listening in?
So just like those text messages, the NSA can only get the metadata about the phone call. This includes the duration, location, and the number you called.
Okay, I think I'm in the clear. But I was also wondering what the deal with my email is.
The government can always see the email address, the time you sent it, and the IP address. The only time the government can actually view the content is if your email crosses outside the borders of the United States. The caveat here is that you don't necessarily need to send an email outside of the United States for it to be monitored. Even if you send an email to, say, your boyfriend on the street, the email can be transferred to servers of big tech companies abroad before reaching him, making the content available for governments to view.
Speaking of big tech companies, I heard a rumor that Facebook and Google were giving my information to the government. This can't be true.
Hate to break it to you, but it so is. There's this NSA program called Prism, which is a partnership between the NSA and 9 big tech companies. Under Prism, the NSA can take any data directly from these servers. That means that the NSA had direct access to all of your messages, photos, videos, posts, emails, really anything that you put on those websites.
Wow, that's a lot of information to take in. Has anything changed since Snowden revealed all of this?
Actually, yes. On June 2nd, Congress passed a law that amended the Patriot Act and made it so that the NSA can't sweep up everyone's phone metadata anymore. Now, if the NSA wants information on a suspect, they first have to get a warrant and then go to the phone companies to get that data. Now you have the tools to take on this debate. How much of your privacy are you willing to give up for better security?